What's up with my nostalgia? Dave here with a review of Tinashe's Match My Freak tour. Saw Tinashe live in concert last night at MGM Music Hall in Boston. This was my first time seeing Tinashe perform, an artist I've been a fan of for over 10 years at this point. Of course, we know Tinashe blew up a long time ago at this point with Tuon, and of course had her biggest hit since Tuon earlier this year with Nasty. I've reviewed the last handful of Tinashe albums in general. I think she's one of the most interesting and underrated R&B artists we have right now. Of course, I was very interested to see her live. You know, she has a good voice. She also has a strong reputation as a dancer, so I was expecting a good show. And I have to say, Tinashe's Match My Freak tour was great. Obviously, I'm a fan of her music, so I'm going to hear a lot of songs I like, but what really stood out to me with this show is the performance element to it. Tinashe's up there with four background dancers, these four guys, and these guys were awesome. They were very in sync, tons of choreography, so much variety to the choreography, playing off Tinashe, doing stuff on their own. There were moments where they would have their own dance breaks as Tinashe went backstage for a brief moment. It was a great added element to the performance, and I thought they were just really fantastic. Additionally, the visual element with the very simple video wall, in the back of the stage, I think was really cool because the visuals really changed and switched up as the songs progressed and the show went along. So that was a nice addition. Also, one of the background dancers in a few moments had a handheld video camera of some kind that he would use to film Tinashe, live in the moment, and then we would see Tinashe's, the POV of the camera, see Tinashe's face in real time on the back of said video wall. They would turn that on the crowd at times. Another really cool added element, there was, I think, a really nice touch where they started with that when Tinashe was still backstage, so we only could see her on the video screen. Like, visually, I think the show is very well thought out as well. And it seemed like a tight crew, because like they had the four background dancers. They actually moved the elevated stage on top of the normal stage. They moved that back and forth a few times. One of them's doing the filming, so busy group, but they were very much in it. And I thought it was just really great. And of course, Tinashe, unsurprisingly, really great live. I think one thing that stood out to me was she didn't really banter too much. She was really just kind of about her business, whipped through about 25 songs or so in 70 minutes. Didn't really remark to the crowd too much, obviously normal shout outs and stuff, but nothing like no too long pauses or anything like that. There were a few moments where they're almost like interludes where you would hear a song such as All My Friends, the Snake Hips Tinashe song, when there's like a transition between the show, and even though Tinashe wasn't doing outfit changes, it was like a natural break point, I think, for the performers, given that it's labor intensive show, right? You're singing, but also doing like legit choreography and whatnot. I think vocally, I like Tinashe a lot live. I mean, the voice is good. We know this. There was a backtrack, unsurprisingly. Anyone who's doing a lot of dancing is going to have a backtrack, but the mix was really well done. And Tinashe, to her credit, was certainly singing, all those verses. It was really more about like the choruses where like the dance breaks would happen, and that's where you just kind of hear the backtrack. The show I saw was not sold out by any means, but everyone there was like super into it. Like, honestly, they were bigger Tinashe fans than me in that room, and I actually did not even realize that she had so many queer fans. But there's a very diverse group of people in the room, and everyone was vibing hard. I think like the third track or so that got played, Needs, got a big pop, and then right after that we went into Link Up of Songs for You, a song I wasn't expecting to hear. That song, I love that song. It's kind of like a rap banger. It was really good. Bouncing, I think, hit really nice. Throw a Fit got a big pop. Talk to Me Nice. And then, towards the last third of the show, you had all in a row Party Favors. She shouted out the day ones on that, leading up to that song. I was, again, another song I didn't really expect to hear. Awesome. Party Favors into All Hands on Deck into Tuon. What a sequence. And then she ends with No Broke Boys off the new album Quantum Baby, and of course ending with the only song she could have ended with, Nasty. And it was just a really fun time. I mean, talk about spending your time on a Wednesday night. Like, there's really nothing better than like seeing like I think a really well done show amongst a crowd of people that all want to be there and like really know the music. I wasn't expecting to hear so many like EDM remixes of Tinashe songs, but the kind of like match my freak like motif starts off with this EDM remix of Nasty to start the show, and then right before Nasty gets played, they play a different DJ remix to kind of cue up the song. So a nice little touch again. Like I think the momentum of the show was really consistent. But yeah, shout out to Tinashe again. I'll take the opportunity to say I think she's really underrated still. I've never quite understood why she didn't become a massive star, you know, like some of her other peers did. I mean, she makes great music. She's a beautiful woman, obviously, great dancer. Like, it's the whole package, obviously. I never quite understood, why things didn't quite work out, but now she's really been quite established the last few years, last few albums, and leaving RCA Records, finding her creative, I think, zen in a more independent situation with her career, and it seems to be working great. And of course, Nasty, her biggest song to date, a song that's not just a TikTok hit, like that's a legitimately good song. And it was about time that she got like a break like that. But yeah, let me know, what did you think of Tinashe's Match My Freak tour? If you saw it, what do you think of Tinashe in general? Let me know. And for more music reviews and concert reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.